Here we go with episode 11 of Orb on the movements of the Earth. Let's see how the story goes on, especially now that Badeni found the solution of the theory of the heliocentrism. Let's watch it together.
い hope he will show them something else.
'Kay.
To be ready to kill others. Ah, okay. They are not convinced to do this. Yeah, because if other people know what they are talking about, they don't believe anymore. Yeah, I have a question. Can you change the job? Oh! And these people should be kind, pleasant, polite. Ah, that's why. I mean, that's why he has this authority. Oh, okay. I don't think so. Same as you. I mean, listen or speaks. I still believe that these two inquisitors will change. I mean, they will not follow the inquisitors. Yeah, most of them are women because you don't like that women talk, as always. So he's gonna show them how they torture heretics. But I believe that they will do something, you know. They will let her escape. I have this feeling. It sounds like a criminal organization anyway, yeah? Just saying. They will not agree with these. And finally, things will change even from this point of view, not just about the cosmos, but even inside of the church. Try to let her escape instead. How much I dislike Novak, you know. But one day Yolenta will discover this. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, don't do it. Make a change. No, halfway. Or not change. Do something different. Now or never. Yeah, you have the pietas that should have been inside their heart, so do something. Don't turn it. Don't do it. I like that they doubt already. That's great. Don't do it. Oh, yes. Well done. Don't do it either. Tell him you don't want to do it. No! Oh, don't do it just because you're afraid of the consequences. Oh, yeah. But anyway, they will condemn you anyway. Because they don't believe you. You're a woman and you do things that the church doesn't support. Anyway, these are two. Yeah. Not they will change. No, it's not. Oh, yeah. They don't want the dialogue. They don't care. And that's wrong. Uh, a sick world we have now. Yeah, but that's true. That's terror. They are using it even nowadays. No difference. It's the moment to escape. Oh, oh. I think he's getting afraid because he's called by the bishop. So now I wanted to see how fearless you are. Oh, come on. Escape instead of staying there if you don't like it. Pure evil. Oh, yes, you will become like him for sure. Oh, no. No way! This is stupid! Oh, I can't stand what they say. Who did he wanted to write this letter to? Oh, they need Yolenta again! I imagined that. I hope she discovers about her father. I can't wait for that moment. Sincerely. Oh yes, he found it. Oh, but I hope they don't. That he doesn't dismiss them. Oh, okay, but we are moving, right? Yeah. Not the only ones, I'm sure of that. Don't dismiss them. Okay, but you will go by yourself or with them? Okay. It's not provided that they follow him, see? Uh, oh no. Good job, Oxy. But good job. That's great. But what do you want to do? Yeah, to use you as always. Mm. Okay, but is this what you really wanted to do? Just be careful because Colby will never make it happen, I think. This is very nice. Now that dream will come true, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, Grass was right. Yeah, because now you have something you're interested in. Yeah. Who's coming, Novak? Somebody's coming. Oh, he finished the book. That's great. Not yet, but see who's coming. I'm afraid. Oh, the father! I told you. And he knows him. Yes, because he met him at that time with Grass. He's shocked, you know. Oh. Oh. I mean, Grass died because of him indirectly, let's say. How do you help the church, Novak? Who knows why? Come on, Novak, find the courage to tell your daughter that you're torturing people. No, they knew Piast actually. Don't say it! Don't! Badeni! Badeni! Stop! Yeah, she's. But see the difference of a personality. That's crazy. But Oxy knows who this man is. I can feel Oxy. Totally. Because he doesn't know if he has to say it to Yolenta or not. Oh no, F away. She doesn't know who her father is, you know. Come on, tell Badeni. Tell him. No. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. An inquisitor. Oh no! Oh no, he got it immediately who they are. What the F? Now what do we do? But I think about any. These stories getting better and better and better and better. So, as I told you many times, I'm very glad to follow it. I want to start with the two priests who were becoming inquisitors, and they were following these tutoring to become inquisitors, official inquisitors. First of all, as much as I said in the previous episode, it seems that they don't like what they are seeing, they don't like what they are hearing, and they don't like what they are doing. And that's already something great because I think that if you don't like something, you can try as much as you want, but then something stops you. I mean, your instinct will tell you definitely, look, don't do that. That's wrong. That's something wrong to do. Stop it, and whatever. To me, it sounds like they try to do something controversial just because they don't want to be suspicious in front of others, but sooner or later, and this is my personal hope, sincerely, I hope that they will stop. I hope that they denounce what they see. So there will be a change. Because in this story, we don't change only the heliocentrism vision and the cosmos vision. We also need to change the church from the inside. Because I don't think that it will be possible to change something from the outside until something happens from the inside. And I think that these two newly inquisitors can play a great role. First of all, you see that even when they have to listen to Novak's speeches, they don't agree. They just stay silent and they pretend to understand what to do, and they just agree because they are afraid. Yes, once again, this fear of the consequences that comes back, and it's quite evident. You can see these from their faces, how terrified they are because they have to follow the instructions and they can't say no, because if they say no, they will face the consequences that could be named as heretics too and be tortured. And so I think that this is the only reason why they don't do what they really want to do. Because while they were torturing that woman, they refrained at first. They were trying to find a way to escape from that situation. And they were asking Novak if this is the right thing to do. I mean, is this true for real that we have to do something like this? Isn't it possible that something else happened? The church, of course, doesn't admit that there is another version of the story. The only version of the story they know is what they know, and they have to let this version of the story be respected by everybody. That's the condition, and it's something irremovable. So I think that especially in this episode, you see the corruption of the church. You see how intricate and troublesome these let me say the criminal organization is, because what they do is simply criminal. They are torturing people. They don't have any mercy for anybody who has a different story to tell or a different version of their story. It's not acceptable. What they accept is just their own vision of the things. It's their own narration that matters, and all the rest is a sickness, is just the craziness, is just the possession of the devil, while they are torturing others and the other people who are condemned are not doing anything. So who is the criminal here? Who is possessed by the devil here? So the pure incoherence that we see in this context, as always, I mean, throughout these episodes, what made me feel grateful to this story is that they show how corrupted this world is based on these institutions. So I'm very glad that the author wanted to describe these specifically, because this doesn't concern that reality only. As I told you many times, these concerns even nowadays reality. And even in the world we live in, we have so many corrupted institutions, we have a corrupted society, we have associations and everything that can be corrupted, and they trick you because they spread one thing and then they do the opposite. So what's the difference, sincerely? Okay, we are not tortured anymore as before, but other people are confronting torture in other situations. So I don't see any difference, sincerely. And the church nowadays is having lots of other corrupted aspects, that it's totally different from witches, inquisitors, and whatever, but they prefer to maintain this silence that can cover other things underneath. And this is terrible, don't you think? I mean, personally speaking, I feel disgusted by all these, and I clearly condemn everything that is corrupted, everything that is hidden, everything that is not clear, everything that is not available for everybody. Because even in this episode, you don't have to tell anything, you don't have to spread things that are involving the church, because if you do that, you are accused, you are tortured, you are burnt alive, Is this merciful? Is this the concept of a pietas, that of course this word comes from Latin language, and it means to feel sensitive or to devote yourself to something that can lead to something good, to the piety. Okay, the pietas. It's not the piety that we imagine nowadays. It's the warm heart kindness that you have to spread around the world based on the Bible's words. Is this what we talk about? I don't think so. So that's why I'm saying that the church has always been hypocrite and incoherent and something that it's criminal anyway, because look at what they do. They don't even care if that is a person. They only care the fact that that was a woman. And woman who says something different equals witch equals heretic equals problems because if you do things in another way, that's not what they think it's good to do. So let's stop it immediately, because if other people rebel and they find something else, or they find out that what they have always thought was a simple lie, all of this is dismantled, and even their power is gone, and this is a problem for them. So I really hope that these two priests, these new, I don't know how to call them, monks, priests, whatever, they are changing things. They started to do this because they have seen with their eyes what's the price to pay for. Are you ready to pay for this price in order to maintain your life as it is? Are you a coward that don't want to stand up for what's right? Yeah, they are afraid. That's the usual thing. The method of the terror, it's something that was used not only by church, but even nowadays from the society we live in. You can't express your opinion clearly because you are terrorized about what you are gonna say, and you're afraid of the consequences. So even if things are slightly changing nowadays, somehow the fear of the terror is there. And the people on top of the world are always using this to keep the stability, to maintain what they have always built throughout the centuries. But is this gonna work forever? I don't think so. I think things are changing already, and the world will always change to something else, and the world will evolve automatically and systematically, because that's how it should be. If there is something you don't like, you should stop it before it becomes a huge problem for everybody, because this can cause problems to all of us. So let's stop it until it's the proper time to do so. I really have a faith in these two new inquisitors, and I hope that they will do something different. Also because they noticed that this woman, okay, confessed everything because she was so afraid to lose her life or to be condemned as a heretic and be burned alive. But at the same time, they noticed that she was praying God. So it was something incoherent from the church point of view. Then I want to say that Anthony, this priest, this son of the bishop, we have already met the bishop, so we already understand how this Anthony was brainwashed to go on with the legacy, but the authority that he was using just because he was the son of the bishop. If he was not the son of the bishop, he could have not treated these people like that, as if they are nothing, as if he is the power on earth. As I told you many times, these maniacal vision of the authority that gives you power and that it makes you entitled to say whatever you want, to do whatever you want without being stopped, that's something crazy. Somehow things need to change, and I think that that's gonna happen. Because talking about Novak, yeah, we discover from this episode, even if it was, I don't want to say certain, but Jolenta doesn't know anything about what he's doing. And he's showing himself in front of her as the perfect father, the father who cares, the father that doesn't even use a finger to hit others, the perfect man, okay? But as you can see, Novak has a double face or triple face, one in front of the bishop, one in front of the inquisitors or people under him, one in front of the heretics, one in front of Jolenta. So he has 4 different faces, and these different faces make you understand that he is always able to change these faces based on the setting. That's something that should scare people, because there are people like this. people who change face based on the situation, based on the circumstances, based on the fear they have. Because Novak fears what the bishop has to say. And at the same time, he is using his authority in front of these two new inquisitors because they are under him. When it's about to be him under somebody, oh, then things are changing. His face becomes, oh, okay, let me do what they say. But then when he has to instruct others, he's so strict, he's so cruel, and he doesn't even seem to have humanity inside himself. So see the difference of a personality that can scare others, definitely. In front of his daughter, wow, he's so kind and polite. And I thought since the moment in which he joined Badeni and the others, because he could realize who Oxy is, that something would have gone wrong anyway, because Novak is unpredictable. And you could see in this episode how many times he changed his face. So we could have imagined what was happening at the end of this episode. But surely, I think that now Badeni and Oxy need to find a solution because Novak is afraid that they tell Jolenta who he really is. So he can't admit this. He can't accept this. He needs to stop them before they meet Jolenta again. And I really believe that they will, because Jolenta will discover who her father is. And I can't wait for her reaction, sincerely, because I don't believe she can excuse him. I don't believe that she can forgive him, because if you hide something, then when the other person is discovering it, the person that discovers everything feels betrayed, you know? I really hope for that, but at the same time, I'm afraid because Oxy finally found his future. He found his destination. He found his path. And I don't want that these will be interrupted by some people like Novak, you know. He found a dream to follow, and I really hope that he can make it. He wants to attend university. He completely changed from what he was before. He started being ignorant, and then he turned into a person who wants to learn, a person who wants to get informed, a person who wants to have knowledge. So I told you in the previous episode that these kind of people are pretty dangerous, and I think that even Novak doesn't want him to pursue his future, his dream, because the more people get informed, the more they create a problem. And at the same time, Badeni was not even too smart, probably, to detect what was happening, and he was speaking out loud that they were learning about astronomy, the cosmos, and whatever, and Novak knows that those people have to become heretics just because they turn everything upside down, and they are dismantling the church vision of the earth, its position, its meaning of the position itself. So everything is turning problematic here, and I really hope that Badeni finds a way to let Oxy escape, because Badeni has the perfect personality to confront Novak. I mean, he doesn't feel afraid to find a way to move away from the situation he is in. So I hope that he can save Oxy. And at the same time, I hope that even in the future they will meet again. All three, they can separate, but they can also go back together after some years. That's what I really hope. Because I know that Badeni wants to do everything by himself, and yeah, I don't really know if he wants to separate from them because of their security or because of his sureness to be the one and only who discovers everything. They really needed to survive because all of them have the maturity to change the world. But anyway, his research is Jolenta with her intelligence and Oxy with his will to gain knowledge. All these three people are very powerful, and they have to stand up for what they believe. and they have to contrast finally and once for all the church, to dismantle it, or at least to change it and to let people open their eyes, because that's the main deal, to let people be awakened. Nothing is gonna last forever, and I think that this is the case. Now we are going on and we are reaching a turning point of the story, and that's what amazes me the most, because I want to see how things will go on, and all these characters, how all these characters can handle the situations in front of them. Of course, last but not least, grass, the importance of grass, because without grass, we could have never reached this point. Oxy would have never met Badeni, they both would have never met Yolenta, so we have to thank him as much as we have to thank all the previous characters who made it possible, to reach this level of the story. So as you can see, this chain of changing could help somehow the evolution of this story, and that's very important, because this doesn't concern the story itself, it concerns the world. Everybody is essential, even if you're a poor person, even if you believe that one person doesn't mean anything in the world or it's powerless. That's not true. Everybody has an importance. It matters the will of knowledge, the curiosity, the audacity, the braveness, however you want to call it, but this gives you the importance you deserve. If you do something that you really believe in, and it doesn't matter how the consequences could be, you just go forward. That's a great strength. Anyway, let's see how this goes on. Thank you so much for the support, and see you in the next video. See you with episode 12 of Orb on the movements of the Earth. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.